this is my pleasure to do this. It's been a really weird couple weeks, I think, for everybody. A lot of uncertainty, a lot of fear, a lot of regular life disruption, things you didn't know that you needed. I'm already like a socially isolated kind of person, but this is like a next level even for me. So thank you for showing up and for being a part of this. We're going to go through a few joint mobility exercises, things that are pretty gentle in nature. And then we can increase the demand on the body as needed, and we also can decrease it. So if you're working with a body that has more challenges, you won't miss out. If you're working in a very vibrant body and you need a little bit more challenge, you'll have that opportunity. So I'm going to plug in my other mic and then take a seat back there since there's nobody else popping on. Okay, now if you have a lot, oh, what's going on? Okay. There we go, still recording. Yes, okay. So if you are just coming on the call and you don't really know me very well, my name is Natalie. I am a certified yoga therapist and teacher. I've been teaching for probably over 10 years and I have over 1,000 hours experience, but that all means nothing really, because what do? I help people move better and feel better in their bodies. So no matter what they're doing, I just help that. One of the things that yoga is very good at is concentrating your mind in one direction. So the ability to choose one thought over another is unique to our species as humans. Now we have all this chaos that's happening, and for some of you that might be kind of new to this practice or revisiting it. If I were to ask you, how many thoughts do you think you have in the day as an average human? What would you guess? Any guesses? You can type in the chat. You can say it out.
Over 1 million?
How many?
Over 1 million?
Not so much. Maybe these days. Let's see. Other guesses? Great. 1,000. So we have about between 50 and 70,000 thoughts in a day. Whoa, right? That's a lot. And now how many of those thoughts do you think the last couple of weeks have been less than ideal? Or less than comforting to your nervous system and your body? So we have an opportunity with this type of practice to concentrate your attention and your focus in one direction. So if you pick up background sounds, I'm sorry, there's people working from home upstairs. I can't do much about that. But what I want you to focus on today is breathing and moving. So the most important part of your practice is to concentrate your attention on your breath. And why do we do that? Because we have 50 to 70,000 thoughts that are just running through our heads automatically. And we have to pick a thought. We have to pick a point, an anchor point or a focal point. And this is the breath. And the breath is part of our resources that helps us unite our mind and our body together. So no matter where you're starting from in your physical body, if you can breathe consciously, you can do yoga. So today I want to guide you through a practice that's going to warm up all of your joints. It's going to get you moving. It's going to increase your awareness throughout your body. Also helps to decrease your stress, as we'll work with a couple breathing techniques to really start to reduce the impact of chronic stress on our bodies and to help focus your mind in one direction, okay, so that it doesn't get pulled off and scattered. So I want you to find yourself in a comfortable seated position. Now I'm going to start on the chair. If you're using the mat, sit in a way that your hips are above your kneecaps. Okay, so whether it's in Virasana or Vajrasana, whether you need to sit on a block or you need to sit on a bolster, you can sit cross-legged as well. Everything is good as long as you have this alignment. Okay, so that you're looking for your lower back to the crown of your head to be reaching upwards. Okay, one of the reasons we want to do that is to keep the diaphragm and the chest from being shut down and closed. If you have some tightness in your hips and you're sitting on the floor, then this part of your body is going to start to round automatically, and it will also fatigue very quickly. So if you're using a chair for your practice, you can pop up on it. If you're not, you can, again, make your adjustments, maybe use one of your couch cushions if it's available, and sit your body upright. And then from here, take a moment and just allow your eyes to close. And see if you can focus on how your breath is moving in and how your breath is moving out of your body. you don't have to change it. Just notice, how does my breath come in? And how is my breath moving out? Watch the breath as it enters. Watch your breath as it exits. That's it. Without trying to control, just get to know, how am I breathing in? How am I breathing out? And then give your body a scan from your head to your toes or your toes to your head. And just start to feel around. What do your shoulders feel like today? What does the space in your chest and your abdomen feel like? Is there any tension or pain throughout your body? You're just starting to take stock of your starting point, knowing that that's going to shift and change as we move through our practice. And then if it's available to you, start to make your exhales a little bit slower and smoother. Inhale if you can through your nose. And exhale, feel the lower part of your abdomen, just let it draw towards your spine. Let the inhale happen. And just try to slow down the breath out. Very good. Allow the inhale to happen. And then slow down your breath out. And try a few more times. Starting to redirect your attention and your focus onto your breath. And anytime your mind starts to get pulled out to other thoughts or times and places, there's also sounds that are going to be in our environment. Just notice that your mind is now pulled away and bring it back to your breath and back to your body. Good. Perfect. Again. And then let it go. Okay. Now we're going to start our warm-ups. Breath and move together. Do your best to move in your pain-free range of motion, taking breaks anytime you need to. You can come to standing to do your warm-up, so you can stay seated. We're going to start with our wrists. Can you allow your hands to move out in front of you? As you inhale, move your wrist joints to the ceiling. And as you exhale, press them down to the floor. Good. Again, inhale, the wrists go up. And then on your exhale, push them back down. Good. Again, inhale up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale up. And then exhale back down. Okay, then take your hands, wiggle up all your fingers, just give them some motion. If it's in your range of motion, interlace your hands, flip the palms to the heart. On the exhale, see if you can stretch the palms out. You don't have to force the elbows straight, just go to your pain-free range. On the inhale, draw them back. And then on the exhalation, stretch them out. Good. Again, inhale, pull back. And then exhale, press out. Good. Inhale, pull back. On your exhale, press them out. Very good. And then separate the hands, make them into two fists, and start to circle out your wrists. And as you're circling, try to hit all the places that you can move with your wrists. So you're really trying to explore your full range, and then go the opposite way. Let your breath be moving freely. 4, good. 3, 2, 1, and then see if you can lengthen out your elbows in front of you and open up your thumbs. So moving from your wrists all the way up towards your shoulder, neck, and head. As you inhale, sweep your thumbs towards your body, make a circle. On the exhale, reach it away. Inhale towards, make a circle, exhale away. You got it. Inhale, circle, exhale, reach. Perfect. If you're standing, it's the same thing. You have your feet pressing, your circle, and reaching. Good. Pull in. Circle out. Now try reversing the motion. Thumbs go out, and arms reach in. I'll play with the positioning, just depending on the angle that you're looking at the screen in. So thumbs are helping you with your direction. You pull the elbows or palms back and then lengthen out your arms. Pull and then lengthen. Pull and then lengthen. Now hold out your arms. Drop your right arm down, okay? So I want you to keep that left arm up. So same thing if you're standing. Now make your hand into a fist. Keep your elbow as straight as it can be. As you inhale, can you reach your fist forward? On the exhale, can you pull and retract the shoulder blade? Okay, now inhale, reach. These are your scapula movements. So we're going to go through the 4 basic movements of your shoulder and just check how they're working. If you feel like the elbow wants to bend, that's okay. Just do your best to limit the motion in the elbow and use the musculature at the back of the blade. Reach forward, exhale back. Good. Again, inhale forward and then exhale back. One more time, forward and then back. Very good. Okay, now the same arm, you're going to reach it out to your side. So now you have that same fist, like you're going to punch out the side wall. Now we'll elevate and depress. As you inhale, elevate the shoulder to your ear. On the exhale, pull it down your back. Good. Again, inhale to elevate and then exhale to pull down. Okay, so from a closer perspective for you to see, shoulder goes up and then you're looking for the lower tip of the shoulder blade to move down in space. So these are 2 harder motions depending on the state of your shoulders. So just take your time exploring that. Allow your mind to map this muscle. One more time. Go up on your breath in, pull it down on your breath out. Good. And then stretch out your arm and shake it off a little bit. Okay. So we do one at a time just to see the differences between your sides. And then take the opposite arm up. Okay, so now you have the other arm in the extended position. Make your hand into a fist. Elbow relatively in line with your shoulder if that's possible. As you inhale, reach your fist forward. And then on the exhale, retract. Pull the shoulder blade back. Good. Again, inhale, reach it forward. And then exhale, pull it back. Good. Again, inhale forward. Again, I'm just going to play with my positioning so you can start to see and feel what we're looking for. We're looking for a shoulder slide and a shoulder retraction. Good. Inhale, exhale. Perfect. Again, in and then out. In and then out. Okay, now that same arm, reach it to your side. So whether you're sitting or standing, you can still do this. As you inhale, lift shoulder towards your ear. On the exhale, roll it down your back. Very good. Inhale, elevate. Good. And then exhale, depress. Very good. Again, inhale to elevate, and then exhale, we're depressing. We're trying to pull this shoulder blade down your back. Lift, and then lower it. Good. Even if it doesn't feel like it's moving very much, start to wake it up. Okay, find that on most people, these muscles are a little bit weakened. Go up, and then exhale down. Okay, then give that arm a little rest, roll it out. Very good. Okay, so now same thing, you can stay in your seated position. If you'd like to come to standing and you have a little bit of strength, we'll come to standing just for now. Okay, feel as if you're standing, you can pull apart the mat with your feet so you have some engagement with the lower half of your body. And then stretch both arms out in front of you. So again, you can still do this in your chair. I'm just giving options for those that are standing. So now arms are locked. We're going to start to combine those motions. So now pull one arm up, back, down, and press it forward. Then the other side, up, back, down, and forward. Notice that we're trying to keep the elbows again straight, and you're rolling back the arm towards the wall behind you. Good. Pull, pull. It's okay if your body moves a little. If you watch, my body will sway a little from side to side. Just start to get this, and you might start to feel clicking or noises or sounds or different funny sensations in the joint. All of that's normal. If it's causing pain, just take a break from it. If you can reverse the motion, try. So you go down, up, forward, down, up, and forward. So you just start to feel if you have the same kind of range. If you reverse your motion. 4, keep breathing. 3, 2, 1, good. And then relax and shake the arms off. Okay, very good. So now we made it up to the shoulders. We made some motion. Now let's try our spinal column. So again, standing or sitting, I'll demonstrate both. If you're standing, you're gonna pop your hands into the center of your chest. If you're sitting, you can keep your hands to your knees. Okay, so I'll do both. As you inhale, bring your belly and chest forward. If you're standing, it will look like this. You can also do this sitting as well. On the exhalation, round your spine towards either the chair or the wall and seal your palms up. Again, on the inhale, pull, belly and chest moves forward. So you're going nice and wide with the arms. And then on your exhalation, curl the spine and round. Okay, if you're standing, it'll look like this. Breathe in, little arch, so the back is moving into extension. On the exhale, we're flexing it out. Push into your palms, shoot and round the arms. Now try that a few more times. The inhale brings you forward. I'm gonna let you do your own motion. Take your time with it. On the exhalation, curl and round. That's it, try a few more. Full breath in, see what you can expand. Exhale, curl and round. Good, inhale. And exhale. Good. Forward on the breath in, and then rounding it all back as you're breathing out. Very nice. Then if you have the space overhead, inhale to reach your arms up. Good, and then on the exhale, float them down. And then just give it a shake off. Okay, side to side. So now we moved our spine forward and back. Now your body was designed to move side to side and then rotate. So we're going to take all the motions available. Reach your arms out to your side. Now again, same thing in sitting. Doesn't make much difference. Punch the sides of the room. Okay, so you're keeping the arms firm. Take your shoulders away from your ears. Keep your feet firmly rooted or your sitting bones firmly rooted down. Okay, so you could be here. When you're ready to inhale, reach over to one side. Okay, so you're allowing a lateral motion. On the exhale, pull to center. Inhale to the other side, big reach. And then exhale back to your center. You got it. Inhale to reach. Exhale to return. Inhale to reach. Exhale to come up. That's it. Keep the legs engaged. If you're standing, perfect. Reach on the inhalation. Come back on your exhale. That's it. Side to side. Reach and return. Good. Reach and return. Okay, now from this position, reach over towards, if you can, I'm going to mirror you. Okay, reach over to your left side. Take the right arm up like a big top lever hand. See if you can capture the elbow. If you can capture your elbow, take a breath in. On the exhale, tilt and bend your body to the side. Very good. 3, 2, and then inhale to rise up. Good. On the exhale, reach towards the right. So you start to feel this length in the left side body. Create this arm coming up, whatever height it can go. If it's available, capture the wrist and then stretch the arm along your ear. And then breathe. You're breathing into the outer edge of your ribs. 3, good. 2, and then on the inhalation, come back up. On your exhale, drop it down, roll a little bit. Okay, front and back, side to side. Now we'll get into the motion for your hips. Okay, so if you're sitting and you're able to stand, I'm going to ask you to come up towards standing so that we can move your pelvic bowl. If you're currently pregnant, take your legs wider than your hips, okay? So you're going to leave space in this general area. Everything you're going to do is more open today. Put your hands onto your hip bones. Okay, I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. Now, as you inhale, I want you to imagine you were tilting your tailbone, the boniest, the lowest part of your back muscle or your tailbone towards your head. So you're creating an arc. And then on the exhale, press your pubic bone forward. So you're working on moving your pelvis. As you inhale, tilt back. And then on the exhale, press forward. Good. Inhale to tilt. Exhale to press. So you're warming up joint by joint, piece by piece. So you're getting to know how your pelvis moves, how every joint in your body is feeling. That's it. Before we start to move through bigger motions. Tilt and press. Good. Tilt, arc, and press. One more. Back and forward. Very good. And then come back to your center position. Okay, now from your center, now we're going to go side to side. So it's a little bit of a sway motion. Can you bend your left knee? Shift that left hip back into the left. Imagine you were aiming this outer edge of your hip to the top corner of your room. And then come back to center. Try the right side. So shift back and tilt the hip. So we're looking to stretch this outer edge of your hip and your IT band. So feel this outer edge stretch. Come back to center and then tilt. Knee is bent. You're shifting off to the side. Up on the breath in, sway over on the breath out. Up on your breath in, sway over on your breath out. Last 3. Shift to side. Good. Shift to side. 2, start to notice how the outer edge of your hip feels. Depending on how tight it is, you might feel some stuff coming down to your knee and your ankle. Good, side, and we'll move to the other side. That's it. Make sure all the pieces of your body are warmed up and ready to move. And then come back to your center position. Okay, very good. Okay, so now working with your ankles and your feet, and then we'll do a little bit of extra with hips. So focus one spot that's not moving. Balancing is a great way to get your mind and your body hooked up into one. So if you weren't paying attention before, you will now. As you inhale, lift your heels up and take your arms as high as they can go. Okay, so I'm limited in my space. And on the exhale, lower your heels and your arms down. Now, if you need added support, turn the chair towards you, put one hand on it. On the inhale, you can do a single arm raise and lift your heels. On the exhale, lower the heels and the arm. Very good. Inhale, swap the hands if you're doing the single version with the chair, and then exhale, lower down. Okay, so either way, arms and legs are moving in unison, whether they're supported and lifting, whether they're unsupported and you're going up. So synchronize it. Inhale, the heels go up, and then exhale, the heels go back down. Try 2 more like that at your own speed. Any version that you're doing, whether it's with support or without support. That's it. See if you can come down with your arms and your heels together. That's it. So as the arms are lowering, the heels are taking their time to come down as well. Good. And then if you feel stable, I want you to hold around. So inhale, find that lift. Maintain it. You can add arms to the chest, whether it's 1 or 2. You can add arms out to the side like goalposts. This is a good modification if you feel a lot of tension in your neck and your head. If you feel good in your arms, you can stretch all the way up. Hold your focus for 3, for 2, and then slowly bring it down. Okay, and then once you're down, give a little stomp off. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so now we're going to get into a little bit of warm-ups, mostly for the front of the hip joint, for your whole body. So if you're using a chair, you can turn so that this is facing you. If, again, you have a baby in here, you're going to allow your feet to be wide, and you're going to use the chair instead of coming down with your head below your heart. If you have low or high blood pressure, again, it might be wise for you to stay with your head in line or slightly above the heart, okay, so that you avoid dizziness on the way up. If you have high blood pressure, you want to avoid compressing your diaphragm too much, okay? So either way, we'll start here with this forward motion. And then I'll demonstrate for those that are more experienced. If you have a vinyasa or a flow in your practice that you want to take as I'm showing the modifications, do whatever feels best in your body, okay? You have license to do that. So when you're ready to inhale, start by bringing your arms up over your head, either in front or out to your sides, whatever feels better with the space that you have. And then as you exhale, fold forward. You can softly bend your knees, whatever degree you need to tap the surface underneath you. So whether you're halfway, you have some bricks, or you're down, either way. And now inhale, lift your spine up. So oftentimes people round here, see if you can get your spine to lengthen out and your heart to press towards the surface in front of you. So if it's on hands and knees, it might be here. If you're more flexible, it might be here or here, but you're trying to lengthen out of your lower back. And then as you exhale, bend your knees again and fold. Okay, we're going to repeat that 2 more times. On the inhale, reach up. Take your time to breathe in. And then when you're ready to exhale, fold again. So soften the knees. Test out how the back of your body is feeling. Release the weight of your neck and head. Inhale, lift halfway. So again, either on the seat trying to press forward or off the legs trying to extend. And then on the exhalation, take your bend. Again, inhale to rise up and reach. Perfect. And then on the, you can even arc back here if you're a little bit more comfortable. And then on the exhalation, take it down. So you're allowing yourself to gradually increase your range of motion by moving dynamically here. Inhale to lengthen. Good. And then on the exhale, fold. Okay. Now as you breathe in, lift your chest up enough. So whether you have your hands on the floor, we're going to take our left leg and step it back. So take your left leg, shoot it back, and balance on the ball of foot for a moment. Okay. So again, I'm up high here. You might be down low here. That's fine. Again, if you have a baby, you are going to hit this foot and widen it. So you're going to get as much space through here as possible and keep your hands on a higher surface. As you inhale, sink into your lunge, lift your chest. On the exhale, lengthen over your front leg to whatever degree that looks like. Again, inhale to make a bend. So you're going in towards a runner's lunge or a high lunge. And on the exhalation, you're lengthening over, preparing this hamstring. Again, if you're on the ground, inhale, heart forward, shoulders back as much as that's possible. On the exhale, over the front leg. Try that 3 more times in any version that you're practicing. Inhale gets you into your lunge, and the exhale allows you to fold. That's it. 2 more. Take your time. You might be going slower. That's fine too. You might be going faster. Good. Inhale. And then exhale. Good. And the next time you inhale, bring your heart forward. Okay, and then on the exhale, take your left leg, step it in. Bring it beside your right. Again, you can play with the width of your legs. Make sure you have enough space for your abdomen. As you inhale, lift, find your halfway lift. You're always trying to extend from the lower back forward. On the exhalation, soften your knees and take your forward bend. So whether it's up here, you can even rest the head, or you can tap your fingers and hang the head. Very nice. And then inhale, lift halfway, get yourself set up. Take your right leg and step it back. Okay, so now again, we're going to be working with the lunge on the other side. Make sure there's adequate space between the front and back foot. Get your props or the ground, whatever you're working with. On the inhale, move forward into your lunge. On the exhale, lengthen over the front leg. Again, inhale. Nice and strong with the back leg, and then exhale, lengthen over. And then you can find this at your own pace. Inhale, you move forward. Exhale, you try to soften over this leg. The front leg doesn't need to be straight. You're just aiming for that. So take your time. Go forward. And then back as far as the body allows. Very good. A few more. Opening the chest and the back hip. Exhale to let it go. Good. Inhale. And then exhale. Good. That's it. And then exhale. Okay. And then as you inhale, take a bend to your front leg. Strong bend. Pick up your back leg. Step it in. Inhale, find that halfway lift. Good. And then exhale, take your fold. So whether it's half or full, relax over your legs. Shake out your neck and head a little bit. Okay, wonderful. And then inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Give yourself a reach up overhead. Good. And then on the exhalation, lower the arms. Good. And shrug them off. Okay, perfect. So now we'll come into a little bit of motion of what I would call a modified sun salutation. If you are a regular practitioner, maybe you practice a lot, you have your own flow, take it. Okay, so for a lot of the newer people that are on the call, go step by step and just see what your body's able to do without strain. So it's okay if it's a little bit uncomfortable as you're moving, but if you're straining and your breath is hard or your breath is very short, you've probably done a little bit too much, okay? So I'll stay using the chair as an example. As you inhale, reach your arms up. Okay, now on the exhalation, soften your knees and fold. We're gonna find again that halfway lift. Inhale, lift halfway. Good, exhale, fold. Good. Now inhale, take your left leg back, lift your chest up. Good. Now on the exhale, we're gonna step back here. So watch the transition. Take your opposite leg back. You can open up your legs, good, and stretch the weight of your hips back to your heels. So this is a modified version of a downward dog. If you're capable and you're down on the floor, that's fine as well. Soften your knees, take your tailbone up if you're in this variation. Okay, if you're in this variation, make sure that the chair feels solid underneath you. So now as we move forward, we're going to come into an upward facing dog. So as you inhale, roll the shoulders back, stay on the balls of your feet, try to drive your hips forward. And then on the exhalation, push back towards your legs. Okay, on the ground looks like this. Inhale forward, drive your hips towards your wrists, shoulders off your ears. On the exhale, press back. Good. Inhale again, move forward. So now warming up the full spinal column, moving forward and back from extension to flexion. That's it, forward and back in space. Inhale forward, lift your chest. Exhale back, stretch it out. Try 2 more, any version that you're doing. I'll go back to the chair version. You might even pause here if you feel like you don't want to arc the back so much. And then exhale, press back. One more time. And then hang out here for a moment. Hang the weight of your neck and your head. And maybe even shake out your neck and head. Much easier on the chair, by the way, for those of you who are on the ground. And then as you're inhaling, you're going to take your opposite leg and step it forward. So again, coming back to the starting position. And then on the exhale, take your back leg to meet the front. Very good. Inhale, lift halfway. And then exhale, fold forward. Good. Again, inhale, reach up. Good. And then exhale, lower your palms down a moment, lower your arms, and just take a moment to feel how that landed in your body. Okay. Are there any additional modifications you feel that you need at this time before we go through another round or two? You can go right on the mic or you can type in the chat. Do a little check-in. Sonia, how are you feeling? So far, so good? Okay. Good. Okay. So now the next round, we're going to add a little bit more dynamic motion for the legs. Okay. So it's nothing that's going to be very new. It's going to be similar in the same directions we're going. Take breaks anytime. When you're ready to inhale, circle your arms up. On the exhale, find your forward bend. So adjust your legs, adjust your body, position of your knees so that you're a little bit more comfortable easing down, whether full or half. Inhale, lift halfway. Good. And then exhale, fold. Good. Take your left leg, you're going to shoot it back. This time, land your back heel. Good. Make sure your feet are on railroad tracks, so there's a gap between your front and your back foot. If you have to step closer for your heel to be down, make your adjustment. If you feel like this might be wobbly for you, go wider with your front foot. And then as you inhale, see if you have the strength to lift up towards a warrior one. Good. And then on the exhalation, bring your belly, your chest, tap your palms. Good. Again, inhale to rise. So you're pressing into your feet. Let them feel grounded and allow your arms to float up. If your neck is still very tense, let the arms be wide. And then on the exhalation, lean into it. Very good. Try 3 more. Just go at your own speed. Inhale lets you lift. And the exhale allows you to shift forward. Good. 2. Nice and wide. That's it. Allow room for air. And then exhale. If you're new to this practice and your legs are burning, that happens, by the way. Again, inhale to lift. Good. And then exhale to lower. Okay. Now your step back. So from here, see if you can shoot the other leg back. So again, if you're on the ground, you'll be in a downward facing dog. If you're on the chair, you might be in this higher version. You might not even want to drop your head. You can stay upright. Take a full breath in, and then on the exhale, allow the chest, if you're comfortable, and your head to drop. So again, on the ground, it's going to look like this. Heels don't have to be down. Work on lengthening your hips up towards the ceiling. Very good. Again. Okay, to transition out, we're going to come towards, again, an upward facing dog. On the inhale, move forward. Okay, Sonia, if this doesn't feel super hot in your lower back, you can stay. Hips not moving forward. Otherwise, you can drive hips towards wrists. On the exhale, push back. Okay, we're going to stay with this opening. As you inhale, move forward. Good. And then on the exhale, shift back. Perfect. Again, inhale. And then exhale. Okay. And then inhale, take your opposite leg and step it forward. And then adjust the back heel so it starts to come down. So now you're looking to see, what does my warrior one look like on the left side? Okay, or the opposite side, depending on what leg you did. Pull that left hip back, your right hip forward. So you're looking to square off the hips. Again, if you have a baby here, you're going to allow more room for this front leg. You're going to make it wide. So there's no compression of the abdomen or the pubic area. Okay, and then when you're ready to inhale from here, push into the foot, reach your arms up. And just test out your balance. And then on the exhalation, belly, chest, and then hands tap. Okay, so you're here, or you might be here. Good, inhale up. Big reach, keep that back leg grounded. You can make space around your neck if you need to. And then on the exhale, belly, chest, palms come down. Okay, 3 more. Work it out at your own speed. Go up on your breath in. Make your legs solid, feel the ground underneath you, and then on the exhalation, dip forward. That's it, feel it out, 2 more. Inhale. Good, and then exhale. Perfect. 1 more time, in. And then out. Okay, so now you can step back to a downward dog and do your own version of flow if you'd like. If you're following along for the first time, we're going to take it a little bit easier on you. Lift your heels, step the foot forward. That's it. Take your time for free movement if you need it here. As you inhale, lift halfway. And then on the exhale, fold. Good. Again, inhale, lift. And then exhale, fold. Good. 1 more time. And then down. Okay. And then inhale slowly, circle your arms up, give yourself a big reach. If you're on your own flow, meet us up in standing in the next moment or 2. And then rock it off a little. Okay, very good. Hopefully the heat's turned up in your body a little bit. So now we're gonna get into the last few standing movements for this practice today. If you have mobility issues, keep your chair around. We're going to work from our warrior 1 position and stay towards our warrior 3 position, which is a single leg balance. So you can do this utilizing the wall, utilizing the chair, or if you have some bricks or if you know that you're stable, by all means go without any props. Okay, so from here, I want you to take your left leg and shoot it back. And find this warrior 1 stance that you were in before. So from here, if I show you from the front version, you're trying and aiming your hips forward. Now, this doesn't mean the legs are closed off. Some of you come from more rigid practices. Make yourself comfortable here in terms of where your pelvis is situated, how you feel firm in your legs. And if you feel wobbly, you can take this leg as wide as you need to. Okay, so make the adjustments that you can feel the ground solid underneath you. No doubts that your body can hold this. And then as you're inhaling, sweep your arms up. And then on the exhale, can you lean your weight forward, pull your arms back. So you're trying to keep your back as straight as possible, and then lift this back heel for a moment, and then bring it back down. So let's try 2 partial launches. Inhale up. Good. Exhale, shift back, lift the heel, and try to hold. Okay, I'm going to show from the side again. Inhale. Okay, now watch. Exhale, lean. Keep the lower belly slightly contracted. You're launching forward. Now, if you feel more stable here, you can launch and just tap the foot on the ground. As you inhale, lift the heel. On the exhale, lower the heel. If you feel less stable, place your hands onto the surface in front of you. As you inhale, lift your heel. On the exhale, lower the heel. Okay? Do a couple dynamic, pressing off and coming back. Good. Press off and come back. Now, if you're more comfortable, you're welcome to hold it. So holding with support looks like this. Try to turn this hip forward, lengthen this heel to the back of the room. All the muscles engaged. You're trying to push that room away. Balance on your fingers and lift your chest. If you have balance, you can try one arm going out, one arm going forward. Same on the other side. Maybe you have no arms and you're reaching forward through space or back. Hold whatever version that's available to you. 3, good. 2, and then slowly step it down, release the leg. Take a breath in to lift, and then easy forward bend. So let your knees soften, go as wide as you need to. Take a moment to catch your breath between sides. Okay, very good. And then once you feel ready to start your second set or your left side, slowly crawl your hands up. Lift up through the trunk of your body. If you'd like to give your overhead stretch, you can reach, elongate, and then relax. Okay, now try the opposite leg. Okay, so I'm just going to switch my positioning. It's easier for me to see. Left leg is forward, right leg draws back. So the distance is going to be up to how your body handles this motion. It can be short, you can crawl out. From the front view, you can be narrow if you have balance. You can wide out if you need more balance. Okay, the wider the stance, the more stronger the base of support you have. You have a wider base to hold you up. Okay, and then try the other side. Okay, so now we're holding static. It's going to demand some work in the legs. On the inhale, reach up. Now on the exhale, start to shift your body forward, stretch your arms back, and just lift the heel. Inhale to lower and rise. Good. Exhale to shift, and just pretend that you're going to fly forward. Again, inhale up. Good. Exhale, shift. Then pause a moment. If you feel like you can launch the leg forward, give a little step and pause. You can play with inhaling the leg up and down with or without your support. If you're using your support, position yourself so you have a firm grip. Up and down. The couple are dynamic because you're trying to test out your single leg balance. Notice as you're balancing on one leg that it's nearly impossible to think of anything else. This is the gift of balance work. Automatically in the zone. Okay, now if you feel stable and you want to hold it there. If you want more of a challenge, try removing an arm and swinging it back and forth. Maybe switching that arm. Maybe softening the knee if you need to. Try without any support, even if it's just like a little pickup. And you just start to feel any version of your warrior 3, holding for a few seconds, 2, and then 1, bring it down. That's it, and let the leg relax. Inhale, lift halfway, and then exhale, fold forward. That's it. You can keep your forward bend dynamic, lifting. You can keep it on or off the chair. If you're doing the chair version, try widening your legs and allowing the forehead to rest and letting the arms hang out. This is very soothing to have the head in a supported position versus hanging. So it depends on your needs and your level of ability and what that feels like. I might rest my hands here. I might rest them up here. But it's just one more layer that you can just kind of surrender more of your body weight. Okay, otherwise you can hang and breathe. So either one works. 4, good. 3, 2, and then 1. Slowly rise up. If your legs are widened, toe them together. Good, come up towards your standing and shrug it off. Okay, and then make your way down towards your seat. Okay, so whether you're sitting on the ground or on the mat now, or you're up into a seated position, we're gonna do a little bit of cooling. So some of you I know are not gonna make it down to the floor. Some of you easily make it down to the floor. So if you are on the floor, we'll adapt for you. Okay, first things first, a little bit of rotation. Okay, so as you inhale, see if you can reach your arms up. I'll give the seated version first and we'll move down to the ground. On the exhale, take your left hand, I'm gonna mirror you, over your right knee, and the left palm, or your right palm is gonna grip the chair. So you have it relaxed here. From the side, looks like this. If you're on the ground, okay, similarly, okay, you're gonna have your left knee up, hook it over the right knee, hug it to your chest and turn. Perfect, okay? So you're here, you're here. Sonia, you are staying on the chair, please. Do not compress your abdomen, keep your legs wide, and we're gonna rotate. So if you have a baby here, you could be like this, nice and wide open. If you don't, you can narrow up, okay? So inhale here. On the exhale, see if you can turn your body a little bit over towards this right-hand side. Good, inhale to slightly relax. And then exhale to rotate. Good, inhale to unwind. So again, keeping the dynamics so your body's getting used to this before we hold it. And then if it feels like you can hold it, you can stay there and breathe. If you're on the ground, you can find any bind or sort of regular seated twist that you like to take. And just take a few long exhales, relax the back shoulder. 3, 2, and then unwind. Okay, you can shrug it off, switch arms, inhale up. So you're finding length in your body. If you're on the floor, you're gonna switch your legs. So the opposite leg is in towards your body. I'm gonna show in a moment. Opposite hand to your knee. So you have your right hand over the left knee now. You can grip the side of your chair. Wide, okay, for pregnancy, narrow for regular, okay? Inhale to lengthen. And then on the exhalation, turn. Good. Slightly unwind. And then rotate your body. Again, for those on the floor, okay, you're gonna be here and spinning, okay? If you have a different variation and you like to weave your arm through or do any sort of reaching, go ahead. And then hold your posture for a few breaths. Okay, 3, 2, and then 1. Come back to center. If you're on the ground, you can soften your knees and take a forward fold. Inhale your arms up. For those in the chair, widen your feet a little. On the exhale, lean in and let your body weight shift down. Now, it might not feel so good to go all the way. It might feel great to go all the way. So you're gonna find the position that serves you. So you're either here for a moment, good, or you're here for a moment. Okay, offering a little bit of a counter stretch from that twist motion. You can lift your chest, you can lower it, you can grab for your legs, make it easy for your body. Very good. And then slowly rise up. For those that are going to take a lying down Shavasana, you can go ahead and lie down on your mat. If you're unable to go down to the floor, just recline back in whatever seat you're in and make yourself comfortable. If you're doing a combo, you can always support, you can always support your feet with your chair, okay? So you can have the legs up and your body resting. But I want you to give yourself a moment or two and make yourself comfortable on the ground. You might even put a blanket underneath your neck or your head or over your body. Just put yourself in a place that you don't have to move for a few minutes.
Okay. And then once you find whatever that place is for you, I want you to make any other physical adjustments you need to be more comfortable. And allow your eyes to relax. If you feel tension along your lower back and you're flat down to the ground, it's a good idea to put something underneath your knees, whether it's a cushion, if you have a bolster, if you have 2 bricks, you can stick them underneath, because it will allow the lower back to stay flatter, less of an arch or a curve. Good. Okay, and then take a long exhalation and let your body start to drop into the ground. Inhale through your nose. And then exhale through your nose or your mouth, whatever feels best. Again, breathe in. And breathe out. Okay, we'll start to make our exhalation a little bit slower. So inhale through your nose. Now try and exhale for a count of 4. Breathe out for 4, 3, 2, 1. And then allow another inhale. Very good. And then exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale. And exhale when you're ready. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the weight of your arms and your legs start to sink down. Allow your breath to come in. Now try a little longer. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale. Allow the upper portion of your chest to fill just above the belly button. And then as you exhale, feel this lower part dropping. Draw the lower belly to your spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then inhale. And then exhale, draw the lower belly in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you're feeling comfortable with that breath, we'll extend a little bit further. Inhale. And then try exhaling for a count of 6. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then inhale. Very good. And then exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Try 4 more like that at your own speed. Breathing in. And then slowing down that breath out. Count of 6 if you can. Very good. A few more. Inhaling through your nose. Allow the upper abdomen and your chest to fill, and then exhale, contract the lower abdomen, 6 count on the way out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Very good. And then just allow yourself to take 3 full and smooth breaths at your own pace. Use your exhalation to let your physical body just settle in whatever position you're in. Can you allow the weight of your ankles and your feet to relax? Soften around your knees and your lower legs. That's it. Relax your thighs and your hips. Feel the lower part of your back and the muscles along your spine just starting to unwind into the floor. And just let your breath go entirely. Just let it move freely in and out of your body. Feel the weight of your shoulders dropping into the ground or into the chair, depending on where you are. Let the weight of your upper arms sink so the space around your elbows becomes heavier down to your wrists and your palms. And then relax the weight of your neck and your head, so the full relaxation of your head and your skull. Do a little check-in in your face, around your eyes, around your jaw. Is it feeling really tense or tight? Can you soften the space between your eyebrows and the space around your eyes? And the space around your jaw and your mouth. Can you let your lower teeth just gently separate from your top teeth? And then allow your belly just to be soft. Can you relax around your abdomen? And just take a few moments here for yourself. Let everything unwind. Let your mind still be occupied with just observing the breath as it moves in and as it moves out. And then from here, just slowly rock over towards one side, if you're on the ground, that is, and use your arm as a pillow. If you're in sitting, just stay sitting. And then just exhale. If you can let go of any unwanted stress or strain, pain or discomfort, whether it's physical, mental, or emotional, can you let it go into the floor as you exhale? Anything you don't want to carry with you the rest of your day. Just exhale it out of your body, out of your mind. Good. And then slowly start to inhale. And then make your way up towards what you feel is a comfortable seated position. Okay, so that still might be in your chair. And then inhale your hands together once you're there into the center of your chest. And as you exhale, bow to your own practice. Thank yourselves for showing up today.